Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Evolution. Today we have Solar and Classic on a PvZ on Keres Passage. From the StarCraft Evolution League, bottom right, it's going to be Classic. He's a StarCraft 2 Protoss today. Top left, it is Solar from Team Falcon, sponsored by Falcon Paladin. That would be fun, wouldn't it? I don't have enough money to do that, but that would be a fun thing to do if I had enough money. All right, so it is going to be a map we've never seen before on this channel. We've got a lot of weird destructible debris here over, and we've got cooling towers that can be destroyed, and we've got sound like a watchtower in the bottom left here. Do we have any high-yield minerals here? Or there you go, high-yield minerals at the top right. And over here as well. And yeah, other than that, a fairly standard map here today. So Brood War Zerg here for Solar, going 16 hatch, which is not a build in StarCraft Brood War, but it is in StarCraft Evolution. You have to adjust your gameplay a little bit to play StarCraft Evolution. It is StarCraft 2 versus a Brood War. And I like it so much because I cast both of those games, and I love both of those games. So this is for me, I feel like. Not for me, but, you know, just the feeling. Anyway, we've got ourselves a little bit of harassment here. Oh, we lost the mineral gathering game here. Is Classic. That is not a good thing here. Gate expand. He sees the hatch first and says, it is safe for me to go ahead and not wall off early. Cybernetics core helping to wall off against Lings. And this probe is going to go ahead and scout around and see is there going to be a third base. There's going to be a 2-base Ling all-in here. And yeah, if you're interested in more StarCraft Evolution, I will link you to Hyper1's YouTube page, as well as a Discord server dedicated to StarCraft Evolution if you want to get involved. So, bam, pool down, hatch down, pretty much at the same time here. We do have a Cybernetics core warping in. Nexus warping in as well. I think Adepts are going to be very, very good as an opening here for Classic because there are no Banelings. There are no Roaches available for the Brood War Zerg to handle Adepts. We have Hydralisks available at Tier 1. Well, Tier 1.5, you do need a Hydra Den. Observers say, I do not know what they're saying here. And again, no queens either for the Brood War Zerg player. Just Lings, just Hydralisks. And again, Adepts, yep, do bonus damage versus both of those things here. So I want to see what the plan is here. We've got ourselves maybe a couple of Sunkens. Sunkens are good against Adepts. They do not do very well against static defense. And here we go. One Adept here. We have a Stargate on the way, so it's not going to be an Adept all-in. But I do want to see somebody hold off a Resonating Glaive Adept all-in as Brood War Zerg. Because again, no Roaches, no Queens, and no Banelings available there. He does scout the Hydralisk Den. We've got a hatchery here. Macro hatch here at the front. Again, no Queens. Macro hatches are very important in Brood War. And how many kills are the 2 kills for this Adept? We've got Oracles on the way. And again, no Queens to help against these Oracles. Nice surround on that Adept. Another Adept swings in and says, oh, never mind. I just saw an Adept die. I'm not going to finish that shade. We're going to go ahead and get the heck on out of here. And yeah, just Lings here against the Adept harass. We've got Hydras on the way. We do have a Sunken. Do we have a Sunken on the way? Maybe he canceled it. What was that? What was that on the production tab? I think it was canceled. Alright, so now starting the lair. Lair is needed for Lurkers, as well as Aspire in a Brood War. Gateway robotics facility here. The Oracle seeing no saturation at the third base here, and no defense. 2 Hydras inside the main base. Hydras, again, excellent anti-air. There we go. 2 drones down. Hydras chasing it away. That is ample. That is ample to chase away an Oracle there. And Twilight Council follow up here from our guy, Classic. Maybe it's going to be Blink Stalkers. Wow, 8 kills on that Oracle. Holy smokes. Wait, how? Those Lings... Is it 8? 8 kills on that Oracle. There are 9 kills overall. The Adepts did get some Ling kills there, so maybe he killed some larvae that don't show up on the unit's loss tab. Got ourselves a range for these Hydralisks. They already do have speed here. We've got a Spire on the way. Scourge are pretty good against Oracles because Oracles cannot defend themselves from the Scourge there. Another drone down. I like this, man. I like this Oracle harass here. 9 kills. I don't know if I believe that, but it's 9 kills for that Oracle. Third Nexus on the way at the third base location here from our guy Classic Robotics Facility. And Robotics Bay here on the way. So maybe it's going to be Mutalisks. Phoenix are available here. The Stargate is quiet after making 1 Oracle here from our guy Classic, but maybe a lot of Mutalisks here, and then forcing a lot of Phoenix out, and then maybe Mutalisk and Hydralisk on the way. Yep, Blink on the way from the Twilight Council. Robotics Bay immediately making a Colossus. Yeah, Colossus are so good against Hydralisks. So good to get anything that doesn't have a lot of hit points. We got 80 hit points for these Hydralisks. And again, Lings melt, Hydras melt. And no Corruptors to try to take down the... Colossus here. Maybe Scourge? Yeah, 7 sets of Scourge, man. Or 7, I guess. Yeah, this production tab in StarCraft 2 counts each individual one. So it's 8. No, 9? 9 sets of Scourge on the way. 18 Scourge can take down a Colossus. You bet your bottom dollar they can. And again, excellent against Oracles as well. No Spores at... Wow, 0 Spores. At the third base here. 0 Spores here at the natural as well. 0 Spores in the main. Static defense is not on the list of priorities here from Solar now. We do have a Mutalisk out on the map. Is he dead? I did see a Mutalisk. Was I hallucinating? Maybe he already died. No, he's here. Where? Oh, those are Mutas. They look like Scourge in the production tab, but those are Mutalisks. Okay, Mutas are here. Blink Stalker is pretty good there. 5 probes do go down. Nice little poke, nice little harass from the Mutalisks. I was like, he's making so many Scourge. That is a Scourge. I mean, fine. Fine, I get it. I get what I was seeing there wrong. My bad. Fourth base coming down the left side. And yeah, could it be a lot of Mutalisks? There we go. What I talk about. Mutas, Phoenix production happening here. Phoenix, a great answer to Mutas. Not available to Brood War Protoss players. I bet they wish so much that they had Phoenix. It's such a good answer to the Mutalisk. So the double expand here from Solar. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5th base for him up this left side into the rich mineral field. It only has the 1 gas to make up for the fact that it's rich minerals. I like that. I missed kind of that feature about that rich mineral setup there. There is Scourge. What does Scourge look like on them? Oh, okay. So that Scourge, that's Muta. Fair enough. Those wings look weird, man. Just saying, they look like Scourge. You know, Scourge, not wings, but Scourge, whatever Scourge have. They don't really flap them. They're more like airplane wings than actual, like, bird wings. Anyway, more macro hatches coming in. Ling, Muta, gonna be pretty hard for Solar to make work against Colossus, Archon, Phoenix, right? It's a pretty good counter here from Classic. He's looking absolutely fantastic. Lurker's going to be good. He is making a Lurker right now, or if that's Lurker Aspect on the way. Yeah, Lurker Aspect is on the way. I like how it says 1. I guess everything says 1. Interesting. Anyway, we got Lurker Aspect on the way. Lurker's going to be fairly good here against... Well, I'm going to be honest. Brood War Lurkers are not very good against armored stuff, so not very good against the Colossus. Not very good against the Stalkers. They don't have the range upgrade available to them either because this is Brood War. Brood War has no Lurker range upgrade, so they have a different... They play a different role in StarCraft than StarCraft 2 Lurkers do. So, got to cancel on the 4th base and a couple probe kills just by wandering up here and seeing what's going on. That was a nice get by Solar. And charging in. I'd like to see maybe one more Colossus here against all these Hydras. It's a big engagement. Big engagement here. The Mutas are not doing super well. The Phoenix are going in, target firing them. Are there enough? Did the Colossus just die? Woo! If the Colossus are all dead, the Psy Storm is the replacement splash damage, folks. We're good. Everything's fine. Another Phoenix does go down here, though. Another Storm. Go to Micro here from Solar, trying to keep these Hydralisks alive. Another Storm. High Templar gets targeted. More High Templar popping out of these gateways at all times, warping out and ready to go. And it looks like it is going to be a hold here from Classic. What an impressive hold from the Protoss player. He lost a lot there. Lost 2 Colossus. Resources lost 6,500, but Solar's lost 8,600 himself. And Classic says, yeah, that was a little bit dicier than I wanted it to be. My Colossus died at an alarming rate to those Mutalisks, and the Hydras target firing them too. Does he have extended thermal lance? He does. The range upgrade just didn't seem like it was there, but it was. Fair enough. Dude, the good news for Solar is his economy is great. 70 workers in 70 on the other side for the Protoss player. Income is favoring the Zerg player right now just a bit. So getting a cancel on that Nexus was great for the Zerg player. Killed a couple big ticket items for Classic as well. Making more Lings. Getting a Hive back home. Love to see a good Hive. Queen's Nest is required for the Hive. We can make some Queens if we want, but what do we do with them? Here's the problem. A little bit of a Zealot run by. Again, into a base that has no static defense whatsoever. While this is happening down south, Psystorm on everything. Really wounding these guys to a horrific extent. Colossus needs to find more angles to fall back on. He is getting targeted just a little bit here. Stalkers trading against the Hydras. Lings getting obliterated. Oh my gosh, the Colossus already has 6 kills. Drone dying on the other side, but it did get stopped by 4. Stopped at 4 there. Yeah, brutally, absolutely, beautifully shutting it down here again. There's the one lurker here. He does bonus versus things that are squishy, right? Things like Zerglings and Marines, and pretty good against Zealots at some level. Not very good against things like Stalkers and Colossus, because again, they are armored. They are tanky. So yeah, I don't know how many kills that lurker got, but I can't imagine it was that many. Probably a couple, though. He was there for a while. 4th base down the left side from Classic. He decides not to expand up closer to the Zerg. That's not going very well for him. But yeah, look at this gold, a rich mineral income here for Solar's, helping immensely. Income is favoring Classic, but going up into Solar's favor here now. Adrenal getting fired up immediately. Solar understands the importance of Adrenal, although considering, I don't know, the splash damage here. I mean, yes, Adrenalings will handle these Stalkers and these Lings pretty effectively, but Psystorm and Colossus, right? How effective is it? How good are the Lings at dodging it is going to be the question here. +2 missile attack is on the way. We've got a +3 ground attack as well for Classic. Big fan of that upgrade in this matchup especially. Pretty good everywhere, let's be fair. Zelnaga Watchtowers held by a Hydralisk. Zealot was like, but what if? Oh, okay. So 2 Zelnaga Watchtowers. The access to them is a little bit blocked off by this debris, which we highlighted in the earlier stages of the game. Okay, Ling Hydra against Zealot. Pretty fantastic, even if the Lings don't have the Adrenal yet. So they're not Cracklings, but with Hydras backing them up with +2 attack, which just finished, it's going to be very good, which is why those Zealots fell back here. So I like the position here from Solar. He's getting a Defiler mount. He's going to start plaguing this stuff. A Dark Swarm against the Stalkers is going to render them just absolutely unable to do anything. Storm's still going to be good. Colossus is still going to be good as well. Dark Swarm stops all attacks that come into the Dark Swarm from the distance, either air or from outside. All single target attacks are completely nullified. Splash still works in there. So the Colossus will be fine. The Storm will be fine. 165 to 171 supply. This is a good match. I like this a lot. Yeah, 13 minutes in. Both players looking good. 4 basing for the Protoss, 5 basin for the Zerg. All is well. Actually, yeah, 5 basin for the Zerg. Zealot run into the gold base again. No static defense means your hatch is going to die. Man, nothing here. No lurkers, no sunkens, no nothing. Like, that is the same in StarCraft 2 as it is in Brood War, folks. If you don't have anything defending your base, Zealots will show up and kill it. If there are Zealots on the map. The sunken doesn't finish in time to really help. It wouldn't have saved the hatch anyway. It's down. He has to replace it all together here, which totally sucks for Solar. He can't be happy about that. He can't be, gotta be very upset. But this is Classic, man. He finds your weakness and he will poke at it. He will prod at it. He will try to be killing you. So Lurker Ling coming in down the right side. Lurker Ling against Psystorm. There you go. Storm 1. And everybody gets out of there. Psystorm are way better against Brood War Lurkers than they are against StarCraft 2 Lurkers. StarCraft 2 Lurkers have so much more HP. Yeah, Lurker targeted, dead. Dark Swarm is up, but everything inside the Dark Swarm dies anyway because Archon got in there. Archon splash counts inside Dark Swarm as well. This is what we'd love to see. Yeah, Classic knows how to handle Dark Swarm. You know, splash damage, right? It's not that he's necessarily countering Dark Swarm entirely, but he's just countering Zerg. You get Splash to handle Zerg. Splash is good against Dark Swarm too. Much better defense here against these guys. Didn't bring any detection, so yoop. That is a much, much better cleanup. 5th base coming in from Classic at the position he tried to get the 4th base a while ago, but the 4th base is here now. Nice try, Sucker. 15,000 and 19,000 resources lost. Solar looking good in the hood. Lings and just Ling Lurker. A couple Hydras in here. Defiler gets obliterated before doing anything. I don't think he got a Plague off or anything like that. I'd love to see a Plague. Not sure if that's been researched, but yeah, Storm, Archon. This is going to crush. Ling Lurker is not going to be very good against all this tier 3 stuff, man. I mean, I would love to see... The problem is, the answer to Colossus is things like Corruptors and Abducts, which the Zerg player doesn't have in Brood War. Hatch down, counterattack the other way. Hydras into that 5th base, into this Colossus. Colossus standing and fighting. Shield Battery almost saves one, does save the second one. Zealot's doing a lot as well. Tons of drones dying on the other side of the map here. We're going to trade a Hatch for a Nexus, which is a pretty good trade in the situation, I think, for the Protoss player, especially because he's still here and expanding. And, yeah, pushing into this position as well. Overlord drops. I don't know. Colossus are going to be really nice here. Scourge into the Colossus could be pretty fantastic. Oh, we got some Guardians out. I didn't even notice that we got the Greater Spire up. Okay, so Guardians are the Broodlords of Brood War. And they're vulnerable to Storm. They're really squishy. They've got single target damage, which is pretty good, but they die. If you can hit a Broodlord, you can kill it. Blinking in, they're even less tanky than Broodlords are, and that's your GG. Yeah, that's what I was talking about, folks. Look at this Colossus count. Classic gets the win thanks to the splash damaginess and the +3 attack that he was doing, and trying to make Guardians happen here in this situation is just gonna be, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough what it is. Man. Fantastic. Fantastic showing. That's what we like to see from our guy. Who else but Classic getting the win here against a Brood War Zerg player. And yeah, it's just tough. I'm trying to figure out what you do against the Colossus here. Scourge flanking in from the opposite direction would probably get rid of them pretty fast. Mutas on top of those guys on the backside too, and once those guys are gone, then the rest of your army, the Hydras and the Lings, can get a lot of stuff done. Problem is, there was a lot of Storm, which is just, I don't know if there is an answer for Storm. Right, what do you do in that situation? I was trying to see if Plague was done, and I'm not sure it is. Plague is good. It'll take down a lot of the HP out of the Protoss units, which is not recoverable. It ignores shields, but takes damage off. So you can kind of nick these guys down into lower HP counts, and they're much easier to take out, even if they do have big chunky shields, which, you know, shields take full damage from everything, and that is going to make it easier in the long run. So nicely done, man. I mean, that's what we like to see from our guy, Classic, getting the win in a really, really fun PvZ here. StarCraft 2 Protoss versus Brood War Zerg, which I'm not sure I've cast this before. I don't know if I've cast this particular matchup in StarCraft Evolution before, so I got to find more matchups I haven't cast. If you have any specific matchups you want me to try and get out here on the channel, let me know. Leave a note in the comments. You want a TVZ with a Brood War Zerg and a StarCraft 2 Terran, let me know. Something like that. I could probably find it. Again, check out Hyper 1 in the description. Excellent job there by our guy, Classic. Resources lost 19 to 33. So much Zerg stuff died here today. All the Mutas died. All the Lurkers died. I still think Lurkers are a mistake in this matchup. They're just not, there's just too many, I don't know, too much splash damage available. They just don't do the damage against StarCraft 2 Protoss that you'd like to see. I don't know, could be wrong. Could be wrong about that, but upgrade's also better for the Protoss, right? +3 was done for him, +3 just finishing up from Solar, but he's already dead. So Falcon Solar representing Team Falcon here today. Couldn't quite pull it off, but you can't win every game, and that's A-okay. But that's going to be it from me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Evolution. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.